What's happening, guys? You're listening to the Say It With Chest podcast, season 3. It's been 7 whole months. It's been a very long time. Obviously, been very busy through the summer. So are the boys as well. We're going to introduce them whilst we're on the topic. We've got my boy Intheorious.
What's going on?
Special episode for him.
Yep.
And then we've got my boy Adot in the corner over there, man.
Yes.
Loves causing trouble. Anyways.
This guy.
Yeah, 7 months, man. Obviously, that's the last time we done the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, so much changes within a week, doesn't it? Like, you know, so 7 months. Let's just chop it up, man. Like, what's been going on with you guys? Anything that you feel like it's been significant in the last 7 months? Or what?
I mean, this podcast is specifically, you know what I mean?
This podcast is not for me, bro.
Oh, behave yourself, bro. Why don't you tell the?
If you want us to start.
No, it's not about the starting. I just want you to tell the fans that what's been going on with you.
So basically, I was doing.
At that time, you was doing Cirque, weren't you?
Yeah, I was doing Cirque Bears. I was, you came hit me up. Yo, come do Cirque. I was doing a lot of Cirque stuff. I was like, great.
Scotland.
And for those that don't know what Cirque is, like, what is Cirque?
Cirque London is like one of the There's a lot of people say it's like the #1 club in Mayfair. Well, one of the best at least, anyway. Like celebrities there all the time. Like it's one of them hip hop clubs, Spanish. Like it's the vibe. It's great. Cirque's really good. I was doing Cirque a lot on Saturdays. I was there. And then I went to Newcastle. I went to Tup first time. Loved it. Sick place. Shout out to the guys there. And then, I was doing Fridays in Birmingham, which is crazy. Big room, big vibe. You know what I'm saying? Hotel every week. Train every week. It was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like good. Reckon up the points. And then, I decided to quit. I didn't even know I was supposed to look at the camera or what. Should I just look at you, man?
Obviously, bro. You don't have to keep looking at the camera.
Sorry, it's been a long time. It's been 7 months.
So, for those that do know and don't know, just in a brief way, it's not the first time that you've quit DJing, is it?
No, it's not. So, to a lot of people, it's more like, okay, yeah, he's quitting. He'll be back. They said it last year. So, last year, July the 1st, I quit. I was killing it. I had some of the best residencies. I was making good money. I was living. I was vibing. I quit. Then I came back.
No, but let's talk about that. So,
last year.
Yeah. So let's talk why you did come back. Like, let's be raw.
So basically, what it was that I moved house. A lot of things in my life were changing. Reverted to Islam as well, and then I quit. And I was like, okay, good. But then, like, you could say the reality happened. I just ran out of money, and I was like, damn, bills are stacked up. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I need to make money. I was applying for jobs, and no one was really hiring me, to be fair. I don't know why, maybe because I've been in the clubs for 10 years. And then I was just like, you know what? I know I can get money in the clubs, and it's legal. It's not bad. It's not whatever. So I just I was like, you know what? I'll do Birmingham. I'll never forget. I was in a job centre. So I went to job centre to try and sign on for the dole, which they were refusing me, right? And I got a call. They were like, oh, you got to come back every week. I was just like, oh, this is so long. I was like, oh, you're killing me, right? On the way back from the job centre, I get a call. I need you. I'm like, what do you mean? I need you to go to the biggest club in the company. I said, okay. Because I was like, yo, I need money. Job centre is like, oh, it's killing me. I was like, say less. So then, that was it. So then it was kind of like I went there, and then I done Birmingham, I done Basildon as well. So I kind of done 2. I was only doing 2 nights, still trying to do little bits. Not much, not trying to get back in the scene, but I just had to pay my bills whilst I figure out what I want to do next, which is always the hardest. So that's why I came back.
So you've quit like, I don't know. I've lost count.
No, technically twice.
Okay, but I reckon it's a little bit more than that.
I probably feel like
Yeah.
No, do you know what I feel? Do you know why I think you feel that? Like, because obviously us lot are close. We talk pretty much all the time, and with him is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit. Oh no, I'm just gonna stay. No, I'm gonna quit.
Yeah.
And like you talk to him and be like, so what's happening today? Then you quit.
Yeah.
He's staying.
The reason why I say it is like the question I want to pose really, and for people to have a bit more of an understanding about it is like, would you say like you fell out of love with DJing? Like,
I just felt like,
do you think that's what it is?
you know what it was? Sometimes you do some gigs and you just do it for money. And it's like, I'll do it. You can either do, sometimes you do stuff for money, do stuff for status, some stuff because you love it, you know? And I don't know, I was just like, I just wasn't having fun with what I wanted to do. But when I went to Birmingham, I started to enjoy it more. I was like, you know what? It was fresh. I could do what I want. No one was talking to me. And it was a massive room. It was a big responsibility. And I took the challenge and I loved it. And I done well there. And so for me, that helped. But then once I just was like, I'm going to stop DJing, that was it. I was done. I was like, my head was just, I already quit, but I was like, I'm ready to go. So then I started feeling love about all of that. And to be fair, it was just too loud for
I've
me.
got a question for you though. Do you ever see yourself, like, whether that be here, overseas, in the moon, do you see yourself like coming back to DJ at some point?
If I'm honest, clubs, no.
No?
So I mean, like, there's probably going to be like some upcoming DJs, maybe not as experienced as you, DJs as well. But what would you advise to a DJ? Like, there's nothing wrong with taking a gig purely just for the money, right? Because obviously, cost of living right now is crazy.
100%.
Right? Even before cost of living, it's a living, right?
100%.
But like, for a DJ to go in the right direction, do you think it's the right thing to do just to take gigs for the money? Or what do you think if you used to advise a DJ?
I mean,
and stuff?
I would say, you know, all circumstances are different, but I would generally say that, like, you know, you need to get your foot in the door. And sometimes, you know, everyone starts warming up. We don't want to warm up. We want to do the main set, but you got to do it because that's just how it is. That's how you. I mean, some people are different that go on Instagram, go make the main sets, cool. But in general, you got to start warming up. So sometimes you might not enjoy playing the music that you want to play, but it's okay because it gives you the experience and it gives you the knowledge of how to program on that. When I first started, I was in the main room. I didn't like house music. I was just like, it's all the same. I couldn't tell the difference between one song and another. It was just like 5 hours of the same song, right? Now, I hated it, but I said I'll go and I'll warm up. It was the first opportunity to warm up and get paid. I took it, and I actually really, now I enjoy house music. I really like it. I know what this is, I know what this is. So I feel like sometimes, and I took it just for the opportunity, not even for the money, because I was spending the money on a taxi, but for the opportunity. And sometimes you got to be like, look, it's not my music, but you do it, and you never know, you might actually enjoy the music. So I feel like it's okay to take it like for the money because it gives you an opportunity. It's about experience, you know, because then once you start getting more bookings, then you can be more specific and choosy on what you want to do. But when it's slim pickings and you got nothing and you've got a belly to fill and you've got a rent to pay, I think it's okay to take it for the money. I don't see a problem. Just make sure you're prepared for the gig. That's all. If you got to do a banger gig and you have no banger tunes in your laptop and you take it, no, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But if you've got the stuff but you don't like it, go do it.
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot like that has happened, especially with you, Terry, Intheorious.
Who's Terry?
Who's Terry? There's a lot that's happened like with you. Obviously there's a big bomb drop coming, which we'll kind of mention a little bit later in the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of obviously there's a lot gone on in the last 7 months. Adot, what's been going on with you, bro? You had any like new gigs or anything like that?
I think last time we were doing the podcast, I was at Bristol. I was in Birmingham, Rosie's at the time, Watford, strip club, and I think I was starting Southampton at the time. And then now obviously I'm back in Birmingham, but this time prison Birmingham. Obviously we're gonna change the door there. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Car. Big up. I'm in Brighton now every Saturday. And yeah, do you know what? I've actually calmed down with my residencies. I've got my Mondays off, got my Tuesdays off, and you know what? I feel like I've got a bit of a life now. Obviously still doing a strip club. So yeah, I'm just DJing 5 nights a week, making that money, and yeah, saving for that house, get that key.
So I want to be devil's advocate on something, because I see one specific caption that you put quite a lot on your Instagram, especially when it comes to Saturdays, and you say it's the best Saturday night in the country. So
right, no,
I'm going to let you land.
Go on.
So I just want you to explain to us, man, and obviously anyone else that kind of knows this, that you say this, right?
Yeah.
Like what the reason is behind that,
right?
Like why you say that?
Right. Every DJ, right, and you don't know this anyway. When you get given a new gig, a new residence, a new city, whatnot, your job is not just to go there and play music. Your job is to change the game, right? To make the club better, to make the night better, more people, more money, good energy. And for me, what I created at Bristol was so amazing. So when I went to Brighton, I was like, fuck, where's the energy? And the energy wasn't there. And I thought, do you know what? The numbers are there, they're there singing, but they're not bouncing. I want to feel the floor shake. So I remember what I said to them straight up on the mic. I said, listen, this ain't a funeral. You want to party? You need to party. If you don't want to party, the door's that way. And they all looked at me like I was a handicap. But it's changing now. My Saturdays are very, very strong. And the students ain't even back yet. You know, they're going to be back in 3 weeks. And I feel like from September, mid-September to, let's just say Christmas, it's probably going to be the best part. Does that make sense? And so for me, it's like I am building the best Saturday. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Because of what I bring. I don't know what other rooms I'm doing. I don't care what other rooms I'm doing personally. They could all go shit.
So, are you saying that you're potentially building it to be the best Saturday, or is it currently the best Saturday? That's what I'm, because you just made a comment there.
Currently.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know I'm a troll, innit? So I like to troll people anyway. But it is currently building to become the best Saturday.
But just going
But
off.
it's not far off it. It's more than half, but it's not there.
But just going off historics, you've said that it's the best.
Oh, bro, when I was in Bristol, that was definitely the best curve in the country. Just someone come at me for that one.
I don't know, man.
Curve
I don't know.
in the whole country.
I'll be honest. Like since you've been at Brighton on Saturdays, I feel like it's made an improvement. Like without a doubt, like it looks a lot like, because I feel like before you was there, like traditionally the Friday night there was like busier than the Saturdays. Like Saturdays in the R&B room, they never used to open it before. So it's like you've had to, like, not just you but Krish as well, Krish before you.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have had to like build that Saturday up to make people know that there's an R&B room there, yeah?
Yeah.
So I definitely think since you've like kind of taken over and Krish has departed to go do what he was doing, like you've definitely taken it to that next level, right? But I wouldn't say in my opinion that I feel like it's the best Saturday.
No, currently no. Currently no. But obviously when I was at Bristol, I said it with chest.
Bristol was good.
Yeah.
Bristol, I'll give you your flowers for that.
But for me, do you know what it is, bro? Yeah, sometimes in life, it may not be the best right now, okay? However, what people see on social media, right? Sometimes they're going to be like, let me have a look. Let me come to the club and actually check it out for myself. For me, one thing in terms of a customer's experience, I'll give you energy and I'll make sure you have a great night, which means you're going to come back. Okay? They say, you know, you have fans. I don't believe in the word fans. I feel like I've just got customers that come to the club. Do you get it? But for me as a DJ, my job and my aim is to make their experience amazing. Do you get it? So for me, now that the students are going to come back, and on top of that's going to be what comes out anyway every Saturday. Because obviously, you know, Brighton's where people go for, you know, the stag do's, the hen do's, whatnot. It's just a place to go to. It's a mini London of a seafront. I genuinely believe, and you know what? As a DJ, you should believe. Like, if you don't believe, why are you a DJ? Do you get it?
So what is the best Saturday night in the country? And this be so specific.
I can't tell you right now where the
best
best
don't know. So are we talking about recon venues, or are we talking about clubs in general?
I'll say recon venues.
Okay, so for those that don't know, recon venues are like a chain of clubs all around the country. So like your Prisms, your Attics. There's a few new names in the mix as well, and they're just in like major cities and major towns. And that's what you're referring to, yeah? Yes,
because if I'm going to say it, my room is better than Cirque, then I'm a dickhead, right? So no, that's not what I was going at. I was going at as, you know, the recon.
So amongst the competition within the
company. Yeah. Because obviously you got Prism Nottingham, you got what? You go, what do you call it? Birmingham. There's a lot of Prisms, you know, Watford, Brighton, Bristol. Yeah, but Bristol's not been the same since I left, and no disrespect to, you know, the club now, but it was not there no more, innit? So that's it. It kind of shows what I've done there, you know? I put the work in.
So back to my original point, what is the best Saturday night in the country at the moment?
As in overall or just for the recoms?
For the recon venues, yeah.
Right now, I actually like to think Brighton is it is, yeah, because Bristol used to be it, okay? None of them don't exist at the minute.
What about Romford?
Excuse me?
Romford.
No. Romford, no.
Why not? Have you been there?
I know people that play there all the time.
Saturday?
One of my boys lives. No, not Saturday. One of my boys, he plays there on a Friday.
But we're talking about Saturdays.
No, but he tells me about the club on a Saturday. That's my point, right? Romford ain't hitting, and obviously, my old number 2 now, because obviously I left Unit 7. She came from there and said to me the club is not in a good way anyway. So yeah, I know. Listen, I'm not going to say something without me having knowledge over the rest. Right now, just come to the club, innit? And that's it, see for yourself. The only thing that, that bothers me about Brighton compared to Bristol is Bristol used to open up at 10 o'clock. By 10:30, I've got a big floor. Whereas Brighton is black man timing, they come quite slow.
I think that's everywhere, though. That's definitely everywhere.
No.
I mean, look at Birmingham.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I was doing Rosie's, Birmingham was like that.
Yeah, but that's different, because that's the other end of the high street.
Yeah, but Rosie's is better than Prison Birmingham at the minute.
You reckon?
100%.
What, compared better than your club?
This is why I'm going to Birmingham, bro. I'm clearing that club out, man, guy. Simple as that. Anyways, let's forget about that for a second. The reason why I think it is because, the reason why I hate, should I say, the slow starts compared to this club is because you're sitting there, you're standing there waiting. when really and truly they should be pushing people through the door, But obviously people, I feel like the generations change. Obviously people like to go out for day parties, drinking, whatnot. So I don't blame them really and truly, but...
So you currently think Rosie's in Birmingham is better than Prism at the moment?
Do you know what? Let me never say at the moment because I've not been there. Hold on.
You're going to retract what you said?
I'm going to retract on that one because I've not been there since, what, February? So, but at that time, respectfully, yes, it was.
Okay, and for those that don't know, obviously Rosie's is a
direct competition, yeah.
Down the road from Prism in Birmingham, so they're like an independent, and then obviously you've got like a chain of clubs, and they're like big competitors. And you obviously was at Rosie's as well before, right?
Yeah, so I did the main room. Tuesdays, so obviously from September, and then I started doing the Fridays, but in the urban room. So I need a club from both. The thing is, the club was always capacity every week, but the problem is, obviously, we was talking about slow starts. That club was also a slow start, you know. The room was about 9:30. Obviously, I used to get it for 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock start, let's just say. So 10 till 11:30 is when people like start coming in, kind of thing. But then again, Birmingham is a black city, really. So yeah, black man timing.
Do you know what? Like, I think it's everywhere though. Like the late start, it's actually everywhere. Like,
I'll tell you something. You know, unit centers obviously, you know, not doing too great right now. But my room, whenever it opens, before I even jump on, I'm talking like I'm still getting a drink and I'm, you know, going to the toilet to jump on. There's a floor.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the club being
in general,
it being at its peak efficiency.
Yeah,
so,
that's not too late.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter what like deals clubs are putting out. It's, do you know what? It's not even just like it in recon venues. It's like it with like independent clubs as well. They're just like, it doesn't matter what drink deals you put out or free entry. Like nobody cares. Like people are coming out late, and that's a thing now. That's an actual thing. Like people will go out for pre-drinks, or like you saying, like, you know, right now it's festival season, or day parties, or rooftop bars.
Bank holiday.
Yeah.
They will. Go,
I don't blame them.
They will go and do that before they hit the club. And I feel like being like obviously a DJ in the clubs for so long, I don't feel like clubs are the trend right now. And I think clubs are like. They're struggling at the moment. They're struggling to find general managers. They're struggling to find light jocks. They're struggling to find good DJs. So
yeah.
the clubs, I can't lie, I don't feel like they've really recovered since COVID, if I'm honest with you.
I think they've had a boom that first year, so 2021, July till, let's just say last year. I'd say up until maybe my birthday, last year when you come down. From then onwards, I felt the difference. That till, you know, till now, really and truly. I'm not going to lie, I don't blame them because, like, for me, Saturdays, I go down to Brighton early, get some drinks in, get some shisha, and then I go to the club. So I get it. Like, I'm doing the same thing that they're doing. But the only difference is I got to get up and go to work. Whereas they can just chill and keep drinking, you know? They're not there to work, they're there to party. So I get it, bro. Like, it's shit. I'm not going to lie, but what can you do, innit? If the whole club is struggling, then what?
So another significant thing that you probably forgot to mention, you ticked something off the bucket list this year. You've done something quite big.
Oh, yeah. Shout out K on this one. Yeah, I got hit up to do wireless, and I couldn't believe it, because obviously, do you remember last year I said to you, man, yo, like, my aim for the next year is wireless. And the fact that it came so late, I mean, I remember when I was sleeping, and I was like, you know, when I go to bed, obviously everything's dark, eye mask and whatnot. I literally sat up, I was like, what, really? So yeah, no, it was it was a really good experience, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I was DJing in the VIP village for like all the celebrities and obviously anyone that can afford a VIP ticket. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously my set is live on Mixcloud, so yeah, if you listen to it, go check it out.
I was expecting a little bit more content from you though, man. Something.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. So obviously I played there the Friday and I did the Sunday, right? I don't really get nervous when I play. Do you remember when I used to work for you? I needed to keep a shot just to calm down. I'm not that guy no more. Like I can just go in with pure pressure on me because I've done so many things now, right? And obviously consistently with pressure, but I wasn't under pressure. I didn't feel stressed or anything, but it was like I was so in the moment that I didn't think about anything, but just, you know, doing what I needed to do. It's only when I got off, this is the Friday by the way, I got off and I went to the bar and I just looked to the right and I was like, rah, I just done wireless. It's like, it didn't sink in, if that makes sense. Whereas in my head I was like, all right, cool. You've now got another chance on Sunday. You can't be like that. Don't get it twisted, I didn't do a shit set. It was just more, I was so in the moment. Like I didn't think about getting my phone out and record or get someone to record. But the Sunday, for example, I had a lot of friends come out that I didn't even know had the VIP tickets. So yeah, I got, you know, a few content from there, and obviously I recorded my set, and yeah, it was an experience, man, and hopefully, you know, many more to come.
So what's next on the bucket list for you? So you've done wireless.
I'd love to do Reading. I'd love to do Leeds. Yeah, you know what? And if I was to do them two, and let's just say I was to get my next stage after that would probably be Glastonbury. If I do that, I'm moving to Miami. Levels. What else is there to do in the UK after that? You know?
Yeah. No. Well, congratulations, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
So it's not often that you're in a room with people that get to play at like big festivals like that. Like obviously me and Intheorious done it last year.
Yeah.
Which was a great experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like it was just it was amazing. And then obviously this year, man, you've pulled through, you've done it. So it's good to be in a room with people that are
Wireless DJs.
yeah. Wireless
Do you know what's
DJs,
funny,
man.
right? I FaceTimed my mum, innit? And I was like, I said, Mum, look what I'm at. She goes, oh, you're at Wireless. I said, nah, Mum, I'm not at Wireless. I'm playing at Wireless. Take it in. Like, it was so surreal. But nah, obviously she's been away for the last 2 months, living her best life in Dubai. But no, everybody's proud, man. I'm happy. It's weird because I don't know how you lot feel about it even to this day, but like, you know, because you DJ for a living, right? It is your job. When you do things like that, or you do a big club, or you do a sick club, or you do something sick, right? People say, oh, you've done this, well done. But like, does it actually go in you? And like, do you actually think, fuck, I just did that? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I still haven't taken it in.
I mean, this year I've done a few things that I've ticked off the bucket list. I think I've done Ministry of Sound for the first time this year. Shout out to Martin for that. And you know, that's a massive club, like not just for
iconic,
DJs,
isn't it? Yeah.
but like for
Worldwide.
customers, people that go there for the music, and like so many dope parties that go there. And I remember he was like, yo, like, do you want to come down and warm up for me? I think he was running late or something. So I was like, yeah, of course, bro. And ended up doing the whole night. I was literally like DJing, and then he was like, bro, he said, do your thing. Do you crack on, do your thing, bro. And I think because I was so enjoying the moment and I was just so in the zone, like, I mean, I did try and actually get some videos on my new phone at the time, but the phone kept freezing. It was a thing on the phones at the time, and the videos just kept freezing, so I couldn't get no like videos of like where I was at, or just like show people what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I done Cirque a little while back as well. That was the first time I've been in Cirque, which was like a massive achievement, man. Like, it's a big club in London, probably biggest in the UK.
I'll say so.
And
yeah.
same thing again, you know, I was just in the zone, enjoying it.
Sometimes you don't think. Just it's weird because you remember you said to me, "Yo, where are the visuals?" And I'm just like, "Fuck, I should have got visuals." But sometimes you're in the moment so much that, like, I'll give you an example, right? Not last week, but the week before, I had a sick night at Brighton, right? And I remember one of my friends come out and she messaged me on the Monday. She goes, "Oh, where the videos at?" The funny thing is, I've got the videos on my phone because I had people record, right? But I didn't even post one. Sometimes you ain't got to post. I hear it. Obviously, when you do something big, you have to. But like, sometimes just enjoy the moment. Do you remember you used to always say to me, like, Adot, stop like writing things down, and this one obviously learning, right? Stop writing things down and just enjoy the moment and ask me later. Or I'll record it and then you can listen back to it. Do you remember? So for me, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes just enjoy.
I find it hard a little bit to kind of multitask, especially when it's like capturing them moments or that content. I feel like that's my weak spot when it comes to, you know, adapting to this day and age, because all you look at now is DJ content online like TikTok and Instagram, like people doing the stems, which we're going to talk about shortly. But yes, it's been a crazy year, so, you know, big up yourself for the wireless set.
Thank you, bro.
This year, I can't lie, for me, I've been flying a lot this year, which is, I mean, aside from DJing, it's more than I've ever done in my life. So it's more been like, what would you call it, bro? Like when you're traveling and shit, like
Mile high.
like mile high.
Yeah, that's what we call it, isn't it? Mile high or miles high, whatever you call it.
Yeah, forget that. Yeah, obviously, I haven't really ever been like a big fan of flying and stuff. Even just going to check places out and just go learn different cultures and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But this year with work and also like just flying away anyway, 32 flights this year. So
That's
it's
crazy.
It's the
How many done? 32.
32 flights.
How crazy.
Fucking hell, bro.
That's more than my life times by 10.
Yeah.
Your whole
32
life?
Flights.
Yeah.
Really?
And yeah, it's been amazing, man. Been a lot of places, a lot of new places, and you know I'm going to continue doing that. Thank God that it's come to a short halt right now, because it takes a lot out of you. It's really tiring, the jet lag, different time zones and stuff. But yeah, it's been quite fortunate that I've been able to DJ in different countries, and I was able to actually get some content whilst I was away. Actually, I kind of forced myself. I was like, look, if I'm in a different country, I need to make sure I'm recording stuff. So I've got loads of stuff banked, which I'm gonna like.
Please post, bro.
Yeah.
Please post.
Yeah. So so obviously been flying quite a lot, which is amazing, and I hope it continues.
Yeah, so do I.
I've been kind of like doing a lot more like West End sets. Big shout out to Charles for like helping me get into that, and it's been good, man. You know, I'm this Saturday I'm at Windmill. I've never been there before.
So Windmill.
Yeah, I see your post today, actually. Yeah. Big up.
It's been good, man. It's been a good year so far. Can't lie. It's been a bit of a weird one in some ways, which I'm also going to talk about. But I feel like with achieving the goals and doing different things, I actually put something a little bit out on Instagram the other day about quality over quantity.
In what sense?
Well, like just like instead of like just taking all like gigs that are just, you know, not the greatest money, or you're traveling far and wide and you're not really benefiting from it. I feel like I've been a lot more selective in what I want to do and what I want to like end up taking on. So where I was like last year doing 4 or 5 nights a week, I've gone to like 2-3 times a week. Like, you know, like this bank holiday, right? You know what it's like for bank holiday, especially for you, bro. Like bank holiday weekend, especially this bank holiday weekend coming, which is Carnival weekend. It's crazy, bro. Remember Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think I've got a gig this Sunday. Yeah.
Have you not?
Nah. First time ever.
Joe one.
But you know what?
German.
No, man.
But you know what? For the first time, like, I don't mind. I don't mind taking it off. I've even been contemplating New Year's Eve about, you know what? I've done every New Year's Eve for the last 13 years, yeah? I don't mind taking it off this year, you know? To actually just enjoy the moment, you know? When we're DJing, we don't get to enjoy it like people do, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say I've been a lot more selective this year, and I'm happy with the way it's going.
It's funny you just said that though. You don't enjoy it the same way. I hear it, but you know what? There's been. I mean, you remember, bro? How many times have we taken nights off pre-lockdown, for example? We went out like to another club or whatnot. I just feel like I'm standing there thinking, "Fuck! I should have actually just DJ'd," because yeah, you're working, but bro, I can't lie. You'd probably have a better time working than standing there listening to someone else. No shades for anyone.
But what if you just change the whole perspective and you don't have to be in a club?
Yeah, but yeah, of course. Okay, then that's a different story. Because let's be real, bro. Art is, no matter how drunk or sober you are, you always hear it. For me, I mean, you remember for my birthday, we went away to Turkey. We didn't go to no club, and for me, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, just good people around me, and just good vibes. Like, I'm sorry, the last place I'd want to go to is a club, unless I'm either working or I'm supporting my boys. That's it. Simple as that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know whether it's like us lot getting older, also being in the clubs quite a lot. It's the last thing that you kind of want to do. But I feel like with that particular point, I feel like you hinder yourself a little bit, because it's also just as important to like put yourself out, go network. You know, even that one time you go visit somewhere, like I go ministry every Tuesday if I can, yeah. Like, and I just go network with Martin Too Smooth, Andy P, James Block. You know, I go see all the Milkshake boys. Just go show my face. You know, and it's just a form of networking. You know, they've always got guys coming out, and it's just like I'm meeting new people constantly. You know, so I feel like as much as I'd like be like, I want a day off today, man. Like it's my only day off, or I just don't really feel like doing it. I feel like almost in that aspect, you kind of hinder yourself. You know? Yeah,
to an extent. I think, look, if there's 4 weeks in a month. If you go out at least, let's just say 2 and just chill for 2. But I'll be honest with you, it's so. This guy used to tell me for how long? How long was he telling me when I was doing 7 nights? You know? I get it now. And you know, you always say to me, oh yeah, you'll get it later on. And obviously you know about that word saying, innit? You'll get it later, Adot. I get it, you know. Don't get twisted. Money's amazing. Yeah, money's amazing, isn't it? But like to just lay in bed and do fuck all. Do you know how amazing that is?
But do you know what? It's not just about that. There's other ways of being productive. Like we won't talk why we went where we did last night just yet. But look at last night. We had a massive link up amongst friends.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a few DJs, few like of our friends that we've known for some time. We went to Taco Social. If people don't know about that, at the O2. It's really good if you want to do something proactive. It's like a football interactive game, and that was great. That was great. Not being in the club, even going for food. You know, we do that quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, let's do something proactive, and that was good.
100%. Obviously, another thing that I've started since I remember since my birthday actually was gym. You know, shout out to Michael, my personal trainer.
You wanna show us your guns?
Oh, no guns just yet, mate.
Mate.
Obviously, the belly's like went from 4 months to like 2 months. No,
okay, that's good.
Nah, the abs are there, innit? Now, you get me? Man got 4.
Okay, 4 is good, bro.
The legendary McDonald's after the club.
Oh yeah, come on. They need to give me the black card, by the way, Matt D's. But no, jokes aside, I've been doing. You know what? I've been saying I want to go to the gym. I'll start Monday. About 500 Mondays have passed. I finally committed to doing it. Don't get twisted. It's not cheap at all, but I feel better. You know, they say obviously it's good for your mental health. I mean, personally, not for myself. My mental health is alright anyway, but like physically, I feel better. I feel fitter. You know, I don't walk to the shop and I drive to the shop. So now I can actually walk to the shop without being out of breath. So that's a good plus. So yeah, I've been doing some stuff.
Going off the back of fitness, like one thing I could critique myself for is that I've not been at my best this year when it comes to like being fit, being healthy, and there's obviously reasons for that. Like in January, I had an incident in a club, and I've only recently found out 7 months on that I had 3 fractured ribs, and the hospital didn't even pick it up. They said to me that it was bruised ribs. The pain I was going through was definitely not bruised or bruised ribs. So in the back of my mind, I was like, "No, there's something going on here," and something made me reach out to the doctors recently just to get another checkup. And I've had 3 fractured ribs, and it's affected me. It's affected me a lot. Like with wanting to like be fit, be healthy, like doing the small things in life. It's been quite difficult, man. So I hope that I can get that resolved and jump on your wave, like, and you know, get back in the gym.
100%. Do you know what's crazy? I remember when I used to do Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, right? And I kid you not, they just say I link up with my guy at 1, and we do a session till like they just say 3. I would come home, I would shower, and I'd go straight to bed. That's how tired I used to be, because my mind and body wasn't used to it. You know, weeks and weeks in, obviously I can wake up, eat, go and, you know, train, come back, and then boom, go about my day. So it was just getting used to. It's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be hard for anybody that starts, because I can't lie, bro. It wasn't easy for me. I'll never forget the first day I did leg day, bro. After all those years, bloody hell. Anyways, crazy.
Let's talk about Intheorious' fresh trim, bro. Get that today.
Yeah, sliders. You get me. Shout out to my man Glory. You know what I'm saying? He can't do wonders with the hairline, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, no one. I mean, Turkey can soon come. This is the before, innit? This is the before.
Well, you actually go to Turkey?
Would you actually consider going to Turkey?
100. Now, you know what it was? This guy used to badger me forever. He used to send me stuff on my DMs this all the time, right?
I like to help in it.
I was like, right? And I was just like, I've accepted it. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's part of the genes, who knows, whatever. But now when I think about it, yeah, I'm thinking about going. I looked online in the UK, it's like crazy money in the UK, like Harley Street, Harley Grove or whatever. But in Turkey, it's so cheap, and I'm just like...
How much is it in Turkey compared to Harley Street?
Harley Street, bro.
Marginally.
Matt, what, you don't think it's a lot?
No, it's marginally.
Yeah.
Big difference.
It's like, even just a little bit, right? You know, some man have got nothing. I looked, just a little bit, like, maybe...
I think that would probably cost you like about 1,500 in Turkey.
In Harley Street, they're saying like 4 to 6.
What, K?
Just for that. I was like, what? I was like...
So how much is it in Turkey?
I'm going to check, but I know it's much, much cheaper. And then you got the
100%.
flights, you got the hotel. For me, I'd rather just go to Turkey, get it done properly.
Yeah.
But I'm looking now. I don't care. I say it now, because like I look at it all the time. Look, I'm not even bothered about it. Obviously, people have their own self-esteem. It's there. I get it. It's cool. But would I like to have that? Yeah. You know?
I think a lot of guys, rightly so, you know what guys are like when it comes to like sharing things and being open. But like I think with that specifically, I think guys feel away like admitting that they've gone and done it or they're going to do it.
Why not?
Ah, you'd be surprised.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with it.
Because
Like,
all of us at some point in life, you know, doesn't matter if we're male or female, like things change.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if it enhances you being happy,
yeah.
then just do what makes you happy.
And maybe it will. Like, you know, like bear girls, they get them duck lips. You know what I'm saying? like, no one says nothing to them.
I wasn't ready for that.
No one says nothing. So it's like, let me get my head on.
The man said
to
duck
me.
lips.
No offense,
Oh,
I'd said it right. You'd never know I had my hair done. Some new person don't know I've had my hair done. But look, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to get duck lips, it's calm.
Nah, all jokes aside.
Like duck vibes. Duck vibe. They should put that. When you get your injection, they should play duck vibes in the background.
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
But it's not wrong with duck lips.
No, but on the real, bro, if you actually get round to doing that,
Are you gonna come with me?
Fuck.
I'll come with you, bro.
Bro, you don't even need it. Your hair's good.
No, I'm saying.
Oh!
No, but what
I
I'm
thought you were
saying
gonna get yourself
no,
done.
what I'm saying is that if you do end up doing it,
Oh,
I think
shit.
it'd be good actually if you like to vlog the whole
Yeah,
experience.
to let people know that, like, we shouldn't be shamed.
Yeah, we're flat out there, innit?
No, we shouldn't be shamed. Like, look, everyone's got their own things that they don't like about themselves, their own self-esteem. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, bro. In today's world, I don't think men are actually. I'll tell you what it is. I think men are more skeptical about accepting the fact that they need to go or they want to go. It's not about what's actually going on. If you look years back, Wayne Rooney. Look at all these footballers. Look at Rob Holding from Arsenal. The guy had no hairline.
Danny Ings is just recently.
Danny Ings from West Ham, of course. You know your team.
Yeah.
Shout out to.
Hammers.
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna
Yeah,
get onto
you know
that.
what I mean?
bro.
Bubbles.
Don't start some shots.
Bubbles.
I just said shout out to.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bubbles.
I see your face.
My face.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Let's not talk about your team then. How about that?
All right,
Anyways,
let's
let's
talk about
continue.
your
But
When
yeah,
it's
no,
football, I'm gonna take a break.
bro, there's nothing to take. Anyways, listen, bro. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, obviously.
I don't think it's wrong.
Bro, look, a lot of players have been doing it over the years. It's become a trend. A lot of
No,
celebrities
but
do it.
forget celebrities, bro, because celebrities, I'm talking
No,
about
but celebrities are the people that you look at.
No,
But regular
I'm
people
talking
do it as
about
well.
regular, bro. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like, you know, if you want to get your hair done, go get it done. There's so much advertising on the tube. Like,
Bro, if my hairline ever goes, bro, I'll tell you right now, straight up, in 2023, 24th of August, I'm going to Turkey.
Yeah, get a
What was
little
that?
thing. Just get a little sign there. Just
Would
keep
you
it straight.
would you go for Turkey for anything else?
People go for teeth.
Yeah,
Teeth,
yeah, you
massive.
know what? Yeah, like my teeth are alright, but obviously if I was to ever like need teeth, like, of course I'll go. There's no issue going and fixing what you want to fix up that you don't feel, self-secure about. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Would you go to Turkey for any reason?
Yeah, potentially, yeah. But it's a lot of money. It's an investment, isn't it?
I can't lie. I think Turkey I'll give you an example. Root canal in this country. Fuck me. You know how expensive that is, isn't it? In Turkey, 48 euros.
That's cheap.
I couldn't believe it. I said, why am I in this country? I should be going to Turkey.
Yeah, why don't you move there?
Well, what?
Why don't you move there?
Nah, bro, not for me.
Anyways, you brought it up, so let's talk about football because
Go on, football time. I let you guys chat.
Football's recently started. I mean, all through the summer, it gets a bit boring. You know, I'm not really into the tennis. No disrespect. Or,
Are you not?
Or the cricket. I used to be as a kid, but not so much now, man.
Bro, I've always dreamt, and you know what? I can't lie. I don't know how these people do it because I've seen that. I've always wanted to go to Wimbledon and watch a game, right? Do you know how much tickets are? You're looking at £600 upwards.
Wow.
Like, you're taking a piss.
I'd rather watch a game of snooker.
What?
Yeah,
Over tennis?
I think that's a cultural thing, if I'm honest.
Wimbledon's.
Yeah, Wimbledon
but
definitely is.
Yeah, but it's just a personal.
He's talking about that guy. What's the name? Ronnie Sullivan.
I feel like snooker, like
Yeah.
snooker, whatever. I feel like tennis is more of a upper class thing.
Of
You know
course,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then snooker's more of a working class thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So that's why the tickets are so expensive, and you always get the higher celebrities like, "Ooh, I'm just like this." Ooh. Do you know what I'm saying? At tennis,
People normally go watch Wimbledon in the park, don't they? With the big
yeah, regular people will go in the
Yeah,
park.
I'd rather just stay at home and watch all my
Yeah,
feet,
with the
'cause same
strawberries.
shit.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Strawberries.
Yeah, with the rubber.
Do you know what I mean? No, but listen, if someone was to take me next year or as a hookup, shout me because I've dreamt of going there still.
Yeah, so let's get onto the footy. So we've waited all summer. When football starts back up, you know, it's an exciting moment.
Oh, you could talk to him. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, you do sometimes check in with it, not as much, but
The guy's back in 2002 when Zidane scored that. You know what I mean? That's what he's at.
The final. I know West Ham, Julian Dix. You know what I'm saying? When they had Pony.
So, I feel like this has been one of the most interesting transfer windows there's been in quite a very long time. West Ham lost one of their best players, Declan Rice, but I feel like that was brewing, you know, because West Ham we're not really fighting as a top 4 team. We haven't ever done really. We've always been that mid-table, pushing to the top. I don't know, top 8 maybe, possibly. Last few seasons, other than last season in the Premier League, we've been doing really well. Last year in the Premier League,
Where did you guys finish last year?
14th last year. We avoided.
I kid you not. I was just asking a question.
We avoided the drop, bro. I'm not finished with a long shot with you, bro. So don't give any fucking snide remarks. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's sending shots.
No, you, bro.
No,
Did you see his face?
No, I just asked. No, because
was that?
No, because West Ham have actually done really good. They just say 2020 to
last season,
up until last season, right? But I know last season they were actually in danger of getting relegated. So I was just curious because I can't remember.
Yeah,
I was like 5 months ago.
We
Anyways.
survived the drop bar a few games before the end, which was good. So we secured obviously staying in the Prem. And then obviously we won a European trophy, which was wow, how could we be nearly near relegation, but we've just won a European trophy. When you look at both competitions, when we were both playing, we were 2 different teams in that league, and then obviously with
but that always happens though.
Yeah, I hear it, but I'm saying it. It was a bittersweet season for us, really. So that's obviously gone into this season. I think we've obviously kick-started the season quite well without Declan Rice. I'm obviously gutted about Declan Rice because he was my favourite player at West Ham. But yeah, Arsenal are pushing on for a top 3 finish.
Arsenal are, yeah?
That's what Arsenal are.
Yeah.
Top 3? We're going for the league, my guy.
Yeah, well, you didn't last year, did you? You fumbled it.
No, but
You fumbled it, didn't you?
Hold on a second.
You was first all season, and then look what happened.
All right, hold on a second.
The real champions come in and overtook you.
Right, hold on a second. If a team finishes second, what's their target for the next season? Man said top 3. Let me correct that for you.
But you're always
Yeah?
But you're
That's
not,
why we bought your best player.
Oh.
Yeah? That's why we bought. Yeah, we bought some. Well, we spent over 200 million.
Okay, you spent over 200 million, and you nearly struggled at Crystal Palace. Anyways,
Doesn't matter.
Anyways, let me finish.
Have we got a W there or what?
Hold up,
Ask my
hold up,
question.
just 1 second.
I've 1 second.
One
You.
second. Let me ask you just this simple question, and we're going to get into specifics. Okay?
Go on.
Are you going to win the league this season? No, you're not.
I'm very confident we will. Yeah.
Well, you didn't stand it with that
sorry?
response.
Sorry?
You didn't stand it with that response.
No. I genuinely am because look what we did last year.
Yeah.
And we've now signed
And fumbled it.
4 quality players.
Who's quality? Rice.
Well, of course he is.
But no offense.
That's his favourite
They,
player.
they,
No
weren't, they weren't
offense.
saying that last year. They was
But
he's
Rice-
overrated.
yeah.
No, but Arsenal. I never specifically said that.
A lot of Arsenal fans have said.
No. Man United and City fans have said that, and other fans. Let's just say Chelsea because they wanted him too, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's it then. Simple as that. I have never ever once said he's shit or he's overrated.
Do you know what?
I actually think he's. For me, he's a future Arsenal captain.
Do you know? Yeah, of course, and also future England captain.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Like 24, 23.
Was he midfielder, defender?
Yeah,
He's like he's a bit of both, but for me, he's more of a defensive midfielder.
Oh, DM.
Yeah.
But
holding like a Makelele.
He's
Yeah.
got a lot of
Yeah,
potential
yeah.
to push forward and be like a proper
Like a Lampard.
central midfielder.
No, Lampard is more
Lampard.
attacking.
I like Lampard.
He's more like a Gerrard. He's more like a Gerrard.
Like Gerrard.
You say you prefer Gerrard over Lampard?
All day.
Have you seen Lampard's numbers, bro?
Don't matter, bro.
Okay, fair enough.
Who you pick? Gerrard, Lampard.
I'll pick. You know what?
I'll
Gerrard
say Gerrard.
Gerrard for what he's done in terms of box to box. Lampard, bro, the guy's got he's Chelsea's top records goal scorer. Makes sense.
Let's not divert from Arsenal.
Where's the all the send shots about Arsenal then?
No, I'm not trying to send shots. I'm trying to come with facts here. Yeah?
Okay, what's the facts?
So the facts are, I feel like it's actually worse, being first 3/4 of the season.
Yeah, and then fumbling the bag.
And then fumbling it at the last hurdle.
Yeah.
Than it is West Ham being near the relegation zone, avoiding it, but then also winning a European trophy.
All right, let's put West Ham to one side.
So in terms of season and what was accomplished last season, who had a better season?
I think West Ham have because they've won a European competition, right? However, let's put West Ham to one side because that's irrelevant. Okay, Arsenal being top for let's just say 85-90% of the season and then fumbling the bag. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and I'll take the L and and acknowledge that. Because how could you fuck up like that? Like, are you alright? Do you hear me? That hurt, and I accept that. But let's not play the game here. West Ham is down here, and Arsenal is down here.
No. I think what you need to do now.
I've acknowledged something. Why do you acknowledge something?
Now, as an actual football fan, because I know you don't just watch Arsenal.
I watch everything.
You're in the know of everything.
Yeah.
I think you need to put a little bit more respect on West Ham's name, yeah, because
I am.
Because
you just beat Chelsea, and you know what?
Yeah.
Even though Chelsea outplayed you lot actually took your chances.
Yeah, they were clinical enough, of course.
Exactly my point. So yeah, when you say I watch football, I watch everything.
Well, don't say you're up there and we're down there. That's not how it works.
What's your target this season? You haven't even got a target.
We do have, of course.
What's your target?
Well, how can the team not have a target? How silly does that
Bro,
sound?
hold on a second. There's 20 teams in the Premier League.
Right.
Okay? The top, let's just say 8. So let's just say Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, let's just say Newcastle, and even Tottenham. Their aim is either Champions League or the title. Right? And then you've got teams like Aston Villa, Brighton, Brentford. Their target is to hit, the European spots.
Right.
The rest is just, let's see how high we can go. And some teams, no offense to your team, is let's avoid the relegation and go as high as we can.
Okay.
Am I right or wrong in saying that?
So before,
as a football fan.
So
hold on, ask my question.
Hold on, let me get there. Yeah, right. You've avoided the fact that before your remarkable season that went to second at the very last minute.
Yeah.
What about the seasons before that?
That was Arsenal rebuilding.
Where was you?
Listen.
Where was you?
I'll tell
in
you.
The rankings. Where was you in the rankings the season before that
hold
and
on
the
a
season
second.
before that?
Right, hold on a second. If you want to go back to season, let's not forget 5 years ago you guys was relegated and they
it?
come back. Of
5
course,
years?
2016, whatever it was, you guys was relegated, right?
Was it?
Bro, you guys got relegated twice in the last 10 years. Am I wrong about saying that?
In the last 10 years, we've been relegated. Yeah.
Twice.
Not twice.
Check your history, bro.
I don't need to check that.
All right then, I'm a real football fan. I get this. Check it. They've been relegated, bro. Twice. You get me? Anyways, forget that for a second, right?
Yeah, we're going to carry talking.
What I'm trying to say is, Arsenal have different ambitions to your team. Your team is a selling club, bro. No offense. That's why Rice come to us, and you're selling other players, bro. These lot have signed players for like 35 million, yeah. Can't even score a goal. Now they've sold him back to wherever he came from. Like,
no. But
what's that about?
The difference is because of David Moyes and the formation and the setup.
Okay,
He's
now
ruined 2 strikers.
Perfect. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Now, Arsene Wenger, no offense, he's done amazing for Arsenal for all these years. He has, for me, 2 things going against Arsenal. We bought a brand new stadium. Okay, we couldn't spend. But you know what? He done wonders. With some shit teams, he still got top 4. Which for me at the time was basically a trophy. For a lot of fans even, okay? Now, look what happened after them. Well, towards the end of his reign, let's just say. And Unai Emery getting sacked to Arteta taking over. And look what Arteta is doing now. Are you telling me Arsenal ain't going to be champions within the next 5 years? If not this season?
No, they've got potential. But
Exactly. We had a rebuild. So the last season, the 2-3 seasons you're talking about where West Ham finished that top 5 or whatnot, and Arsenal finished 8th for 2 years in a row, right? Hold on.
So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, of course I'm acknowledging because it was a transition. If West Ham if you guys sack your manager today, you may get another. Of course you're gonna get another manager anyway, but like it's not gonna be boom. It's gonna be a transition, especially if you guys are planning for something. Arsenal at the time had deadwood players that are getting paid way too much that don't want to play. It's all about the money for them. Everything is at the door. Okay, look at our team now. They all want to play. They're not on stupid, crazy contracts anymore. Do you get me? Yeah. So for me, it's a transition. So finishing 8th for me, and let's not forget, bro. We won the Community Shield and we won the FA Cup. No, I'm just saying. We won the Community Shield, we won the FA Cup during those 2 seasons. I'm just saying. Yeah. Listen to me, bro. Okay, we finished.
Just look at him because
no, but I'm just saying. I'm talking to both of them. I'm looking both of them. I'm just saying.
Talk to me, bro.
What I'm trying to say is, right, the 2 seasons you're telling me that we was dead and you guys finished above us. Cool, you finished above us, but we still won 2 cups. Simple as that.
Okay.
The same way you just said, but we had a shit season. You guys fumbled the bag, but we won a cup. Okay.
Yeah, because so the reason for last season, as someone that's avidly watched West Ham last season as a fan, right, is because the year before that we obviously done great. Like we got in like the top 7.
That was your best season for me personally. Because you got
the season before that was the best season, but the 2 consecutive seasons. Hold on, let me finish, bro. I've let you speak.
So
just
go on.
Yeah, keep it strum.
I'll let you play.
So last season, off the back of the last 2 seasons, we had a big kitty to like go and spend, right? So we spent, I think it was over 200 mil, yeah, and we brought in about 6-7 players. And that obviously ruffled up a lot of feathers in the squad, because obviously there's a lot of like English players, and we're not used to a lot of combined like foreign players coming in, right? And it's not a bad thing, but they all come in, people were challenging for places and whatever. And I feel like last season specifically, like, it's weird to say because of how well we done in Europe, but for the Prem, our players weren't gelling properly, yeah? So it was like, our players come in, didn't quite work out because of the formation that we play in, okay? Which is David Moyes. Everyone knows that he's very defensive, plays one up top. We've ruined 2 good strikers, a guy called Haller that went to Ajax, and then Dortmund, that's become like a proper prolific striker. And then Scamacca that we brought in from the Italian league. He's another good striker, but because he's playing up top by himself, hasn't been playing the greatest. He needs another strike partner. Yeah. So ultimately, our players haven't been gelling. But it went till the end of the season where it took quite a while to get it going, where players started actually like working well together. And it's obviously shown through pre-season and the start of this season. And we've also been capitalising on the money that we got for Declan Rice, which was, I think, 105 mil.
That's good.
And we've made some really good signings this year that have filled the hole of Declan Rice in midfield, but also in other positions we were vulnerable. So I feel like this year, I can't lie, I've got a really good feeling that we're like going to get back to where we was the season before last season. And obviously we're in Europa this year as well, because the year before that, remember when we was in Nottingham, we got to the semi-finals and we lost against Frankfurt. Yeah.
Sausages.
Yeah. But, you know, that was amazing for us. And then to be in Europe again the following season in the Conference League and win the Cup, then qualifying into Europe, but being in 14th place, like, that's unheard of. You know, I've never known that with any club, really. So I've got every confidence that we're going to come back this year in Europa and, like potentially win it, to be fair, you know?
Win it, you hear that, see?
Yeah. So, and I think the squad depth that we've got now and the quality of players, because we've got some really good players, I think we'll be pushing top 8 this season. I can't lie. Like, I'll never sit here as a West Ham fan and be like, you know what, we'll be challenging Man City, going in Champions League. Like, maybe in 10 years' time when things turn on its head.
Yeah.
But as a West Ham fan, like, winning, like, the Conference League and, you know, pushing for the top 8.
It's a miracle, isn't it?
And signing these, like, these really good players. Like, for a West Ham fan, for a mid-table team, it's like an amazing thing. So when you've got Arsenal fans, because they're very arrogant, like, you know, because there was a lot of talk about them, like, saying, Rice is overrated. I've got a few Arsenal fan friends, right, and they were all saying the same thing. Yeah, he's not worth that much. He weren't worth 105 mil.
I don't think he is.
If I was to put a price tag on him,
80.
I would say about 70, 80 mil, yeah? But due to inflation, and it's shown throughout the transfer market that players have been a lot more than they should be in valuation. Like, that's just what it costs. That's
but an Arsenal fan saying, I don't rate him to that price, isn't sending shots on him.
No. But a lot of people were saying they didn't really rate him as a player and stuff like that.
Okay.
I heard it a lot.
Okay, fair enough.
And us as West Ham fans, seeing him week in, week out, right, playing for his shirt and playing so passionate and being good at what he's doing, right, I can tell you now, from West Ham to Arsenal, that you guys are so lucky to have him. Because he's going to be the next best thing as an England player.
I hear
what I'm saying.
There's something I want to pull you up on that you said during the transfer window, right? And obviously you're a football fan, so I'm very shocked you even said this.
Okay.
We signed we bidded for Declan Rice, yeah? I think we started on 80 million or 90 million or whatnot. Or 80. Then we went to 90 plus 10, I think it was. And then later on it was 100 plus the 5 million, yeah?
I feel like you guys went to that though because Man City come in and kind of like, you know, just ruffled a few feathers.
No, because Man City was rejected, then they had to go up again, right?
They didn't bid the second time.
That's what I'm saying, but they didn't bid it because they didn't want him. Let's be real, they didn't want him. I feel like I heard some, you know, conspiracy theories where apparently my man called him and said, "Yo, bid for him so that my owner can now bid more." And what, I don't know if it's true or not, but let's leave that to one side.
Oh, like eBay.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm trying to say, a bit like eBay, innit? You get me? But you said, look at these Arsenal pussyos, yeah? Okay? using Klarna to buy Declan Rice.
Yeah, what, do you know what? Yeah,
That triggered me.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad it triggered you
Because that is the dumbest thing I've heard you say ever.
It's not, because let me tell you something.
Go on.
I would admittedly say this on a podcast to everybody, because there's no nothing wrong with admitting things that you didn't know or admitting that you was in the wrong.
Oh, so you knew he was wrong then?
No, this is what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah? I weren't aware, and it wasn't massively out there, especially to me anyway, that teams that could have a payment structure for players, especially when you're paying a big lump sum, right? So technically, looking at it as it is, it's like Klarna, right? So you're paying this amount over this year, this amount that year. So when I said Klarna, that was a fact because it triggered you. And it's a funny thing because I've seen it as memes and stuff like that.
No, but do you know what triggered me? It wasn't the fact that you said that. It's the fact that you thought that. When you're supposed to be a football fan, you should know teams don't just pay 30 million, 50 million in one go.
Listen, like I said,
look at Chelsea.
I'll happily put my hands up.
Look at Chelsea. Since that owner bought them, right? They spent close to £1 billion, probably even £1 billion.
Yeah.
What do you think they're paying the 100 millions in one go?
No, but
it's all in the contract.
But it was when he took over from Chelsea. Then I started learning like.
Okay, but that's existed before that.
Because they put these laws in place about teams that have got stupid money and can just buy anyone they want. Obviously, that buys them success, right?
Yeah.
So they put these laws in place to be
City.
You can only spend a certain amount, within a certain percentage or whatever.
No, I'll tell you what it is.
You'll go over.
I'll tell you what it is. Teams can spend within their means, which means whatever they generate profit-wise, right? Whatever that is, 100 million, 200 million, they can't go above that as in spending. I can't spend 300 million, I only got £2 in the bank account, basically. Do you get it? Because otherwise you're going to go bust. So there's laws for it.
Yeah.
If you look down in the lower leagues, let's just say Southend, for example, they can't even fucking play at their stadium. I'm sure you heard about that one, innit? They can't play, they can't open the stadium, bro. They haven't got the money.
What?
They haven't got the money, because obviously they did the opposite, basically. Chelsea, there's a loophole with them. And you know what? They're going to get caught out very soon.
Yeah.
But, again, that owner's very smart, bro. Because he's given out an 8-year contract rather than a 3 to 5 or 4 plus 1.
What I'm saying is, up until that point with Chelsea, because there was a lot going on with Chelsea, especially with Russia and Ukraine, right? They had Roman Abramovich, who was the owner, and obviously they had to I don't know what they froze all his assets and stuff like that. Then this guy come in, bought the club, and then that's when it was a bit more open on social media, in the tabloids and newspapers, that there was going to be some laws brought into place where you just can't go blow a bag like that. It doesn't matter what you got in reserve.
What about them Saudi teams though?
They're owned by the state.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as they've got unlimited money, bro.
Oh, so there's no law.
How do you think they're going to offer Kylian Mbappe £700 million, bro?
Okay, so they can do it.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, but they're even I don't know what they're doing, because obviously there's been a big theory and story about the FA being corrupt behind the scenes, right? There's documentaries and stuff, but. I did read the other day that they're going to actually, one of the Saudi teams is actually going to be in the Champions League by 2025. Yeah.
Oh, they're going to put one in?
Because they can't in any way qualify for Europe or anything like that, because they're not
in
Europe.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know if they're putting money up or whatever they're doing.
So then they can get into Champions League?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember that thing that they tried to do a couple of years ago, that thing that everybody's supposed to teach? I can't remember the name of
Super League.
The Super League, that's it. Do you remember the Super League? Everybody made an uproar about it. The Big Six.
Yeah. Who was in it?
Well, Arsenal was in it.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm glad you acknowledged your mistake, because I was looking at this guy.
No, but I'm happy to acknowledge the mistake.
No, it's cool. But for me, I was shocked, because to get this guy coming in, and obviously there's new rules. The rules have always been there. It's just now people are paying attention to how he's manoeuvring around it. There's ways to play, bro. Yeah. If I spend £500 million, it sounds mad, yeah? But if I sell 5 players for 400 million, I've only got 100 million that I basically owe. So in your head, you'll be like, oh yeah, he just broke the financial fair play rule. But really and truly, I've only got £1 million to pay over the years.
So bottom line, this is what I'm going to say just to conclude the football, because it's gone on a bit too longer than I wanted it to. Arsenal ain't winning the league this season. You need an out-and-out striker.
100%.
Yeah?
Arsenal need a striker and a winger.
That's a fan to a fan. You need an out-and-out striker.
We do.
You haven't got that quality up top.
Bro, look, Arsenal team right now is so strong. It's so strong.
It's strong because of the chemistry amongst the players.
Not just
I don't feel like you got that star quality other than Declan Rice. I'll be real. I know Odegaard. Odegaard, I rate very highly.
Listen to me.
Very good.
Brother Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Is he still your favourite player?
What's that?
Is he still your favourite player?
He's got a special place in my heart, man. He's a good boy. He's a good lad. Good footballer.
Where's he from? East?
No, he's not traditionally from East. He's from near Kingston sides.
He's playing for Chelsea. He's from the sides, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So he used to be in the academy for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to like renew his contract or put him into like the
First
actual
team, yeah.
first team. So then he went to West Ham and went up through the academy through West Ham.
No way.
So, yeah, so he started as a kid.
Oh, so he's been there for years?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can see why it had an effect, not just on me, but so many other West Ham fans. You know what I'm saying?
Especially because he was a captain, right?
Yeah, of course. He took over from Mark Noble as well.
Mark Noble.
But
yeah.
like, you know,
Your boy.
when you appreciate a player that they're really good and you understand that they've got to go on to do bigger things, like, you know, I've got nothing against Arsenal. I know a lot of people see me and Adot go at each other on social media for banter with Arsenal West Ham, right? I don't actually dislike Arsenal. I would actually say, hand on heart, Arsenal are like my second team. Yeah. I would say that.
Not Spurs.
No.
Can we cut that clip? Yeah.
No. I've always said that because you know, shout out to my nan. She obviously passed away a while ago. She was an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
So I've always had a soft spot for Arsenal. But what I do dislike is the way you Arsenal fans, and I'm saying you Arsenal fans, carry on. You're very arrogant.
Oh, you talk to me or talk to him?
I'm talking to you,
Oh,
big
okay.
man. And I'm talking to all your Arsenal mates, yeah?
Listen, the thing with Arsenal fans compared to like other fans, yeah, is that we want the best. We believe. Do you hear me? And let's be real, bro. At one point, bro, listen, I see you so much times and I speak to you a lot. Even at one point, you thought we was going to win the league last year. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, but the way you
It
guys
looked-
started the season,
yeah,
it was the
we
belief.
fucked up.
It was the belief. It was the chemistry. It was the gel amongst the players. You guys were playing so well as a team. But what I've said to you, you've lacked that star quality.
100%.
Like the Bergkamps, the Henrys, the fucking
Perez.
Perez's, the Lundbergs. Like
I can name all
Shout out
of
to
them.
you, that-
Bro, I'll name you the Invincibles right now.
you haven't, like Vieira. You haven't got that.
No, I agree.
You haven't
Arsenal
got that
right
star
now-
quality.
Ashley
You know what I'm
Cole.
saying?
Oh, fuck off.
Like you look at Chelsea, right? Let's
Yeah.
go back to the West Ham Chelsea game. Like them guys at Chelsea, I can't lie. Yeah, I thought we was gonna get cooked last weekend, bro. Yeah, because they are on steroids, bro. They were Sterling. Fuck me. Sterling was ripping through our defense, and I was like, oh. You know when you change the settings on the game, you're like it's a cheat.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
bet that last
You're
night.
bare far.
I bet that last night, innit?
He was ripping.
When he just put on fast, the ball just coming at me last night like that.
He was.
Stop the cap.
He was ripping through our defence,
Yeah.
right? But all these players that they've brought in, right, they're on roids, yeah? And I can't lie, if there was one team I'd be worried about other than City, yeah, it would definitely be Chelsea this season, right? But, yeah, Chelsea. I'm just going to say that. To
Yeah.
conclude
No, it's
the
okay, it's
football,
okay.
You're not going to win the league this year.
It's okay.
You definitely need to make some signings, yeah?
Yes. 2 more. A striker and 1 cover for Saka. And I'll probably say another midfielder. That's what we need. If we and let's answer this question, yeah, hand on heart. If we had a striker, let's just say that guy from Napoli, yeah, that will score you 25 to 35 goals. Is Arsenal winning the league? I think we are.
I don't
Anyways.
know. That's what I think. You've just been lucky in the start.
But is that every team though? If every team had a striker like that?
Well, look at Erling Haaland. City wanted to win the Champions League for so many years. They needed a striker like Erling Haaland. They got him. What happened? They won the treble. As simple as that.
Yeah.
That's what Arsenal was missing, man. Arsenal got the team. We got 2 banging goalkeepers, man. It's even mad. Do you get me?
I can't lie. Like coming away from the star quality talk, the reason why I feel like Arsenal have progressed so well.
Mikel Arteta.
No, as well as that. It's just they've gelled so well as like they're a young team. They just gel very well. The chemistry's great, and I feel like that's the way West Ham's going to be this season. We've spent some really good money, like some really good buys within 105 mil, like some really good players, and I'm really confident this year we'll be back where we should.
If West Ham finish between 12th and 17th, well, 18th, would you look at that and say that was a really bad season?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, especially the business what we've done in this transfer window, and off the back of last season of winning a European trophy. Like a lot of people look at us now, the last 3 seasons, because we've been in Europe, like Europa, and won the conference. People look at us as real contenders now in Europe. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're actually really good in Europe. The ratio of winning and all that kind of stuff is far much more greater than it is in the Prem. So yeah, I'm optimistic this year about West Ham in the Prem and also all other competitions.
So it kind of reminds me of what Tottenham was when they had Christian Bale.
Who?
Yeah, yeah.
You know when they were at Inter Milan, they were doing the champ. Was it what was? Remember they?
You mean
Christian Bell?
Yeah. Oh,
And then he
Gareth
banged
Bell.
all the-
You mean? I said Christian Bell.
Massive Batman.
Ah, this guy.
I've got a question for you.
Is it not regarding football?
Not really. But obviously, you made a comment last night and you said, this is what you get for taking Declan Rice. Did you put that set in the football thing last night?
did.
Yeah, I thought so.
We
Alright,
were
cool.
sorry. We were
Bro,
laughing.
the way that ball was coming at me yesterday, boom, 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 boom. I was like,
So
what the
we
fuck?
went to Toca Social last night, and if you don't know, you can choose different levels of like how hard it is, and the ball coming out at you a lot more faster. And whilst Adot wasn't looking, I just turned it to advanced.
Yeah.
And everyone had it on beginner, and his was just flying out. So it was a bit of a banter joke. And I turned around and said to him, I said, "That's what you get taking Declan Rice."
And that is what you call a bitter fan.
Anyways, that concludes the footy. I think that went on too long, but you can see how passionate it is when you talk about football and being involved in football anyway. One thing I did want to talk about was like this AI thing taking over. Have you seen the stuff on TikTok where people are like going, "Oh my god," and they repeat themselves?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
NPCs, yeah.
Yeah. So they're like kind of mimicking an AI, right? But just as a human form. Like I'm seeing like normal people like just do some crazy shit, like making themselves look stupid, but like they're making some money. Bro.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Bubble bar, bubble bar. Yeah, it's it's crazy. I can't lie. I don't know what to make of it. Like I don't know if it's a joke, but people are actually serious.
Yeah, they're making money, bro.
I've seen a lot of videos, and it's all from it's all from America, isn't it? Yeah.
Just quickly, where do you think this AI thing's going?
Not far. They said Spotify's going to take over the DJing world. That hasn't happened. That's also not going to happen.
No, we're not talking about Spotify, bro.
No, I'm just saying. That's what people said a couple of years back. Spotify's going to take over the DJing world. We're not going to have any jobs anymore. Never happened. Not one bit. This, same thing. Apparently, I can't lie. This will probably give you the answers you need quick. A bit like Siri. You know what I mean? That's it. That's what I can see. It's not going to go far.
Curious, what do you think?
It's the future, bro. If you don't embrace it now, you're losing out.
Okay, but when you say the
it.
future, in what sense?
In every aspect. I'll give you an example.
Well,
I'll give you 100 examples right now.
Give me an
So
example.
in regards to what you just said, a lot of people are saying like we should be worried for the future with the AI.
You know what it is? I'm not going to lie. For a perfect example right now, yeah? If you go to a train station, you try and buy a ticket from a ticket office, shut, right?
Right.
All the people have lost their jobs. So all the ticket offices that are in the country where they're closing, all lost their jobs, right?
Right.
Yeah? You go to I went Barclays today, all the banks. They're like, oh, we're closing all the banks. So many Barclays. You know the one in Westfield? It's shutting on the 1st of September. I'm like, what? Every them people that are out of jobs, right? So, and that's not even nothing to do with AI, yeah? That's just because they just want to cut costs and they realize that people do stuff online. Now, the moment you do stuff more online, that's when you can bring AI. So if people are already cutting jobs just because you can do stuff online, AI will completely... Bro, like, you can do so much with it. I'll give you a million examples right now that you can do with AI. To see if you want. Go on. One, if I need to write an email, I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best writer, yeah? So I'll be like, yo, what's going on? I need to get this for this. How can I get this, blah, 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 right? So I'll write an email. Then I go to ChatGPT on my phone. I've got the app. I'll go in there and say, can you write a better email for me, please? Bam. It pulls out a professional email, like legit banging email copy, straight go into my email, send, bam. Every time I send emails, I go ChatGPT first. Every time, they make it amazingly professional, send it out. That's one thing. Now, let's say, for example, you're like, oh, you know what, man? Oh, I'm a DJ, I don't know what to do for Instagram. I've got no idea for content. Go ChatGPT, what ideas can I do for content for a DJ? And it'll list it. Oh, what about for this? What about for Twitter? Bam, give me 100 ideas that I can do for Twitter. There's 100 ideas. You know what? Make them shorter. Boom. Write the actual tweets for me. It'll write the tweets for you. Actually, you know what? Do me a favor. Put that as a poem. It'll write into a poem. It can do every single thing for you in split seconds. So when you say it's like Google, I get it. But Google's when you get an answer. This does things for you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So like that's just the smallest bit.
Yeah. I mean, like thinking about it, how like technology and everything, especially AI, is progressive. It's scary.
Yeah.
But going off what you mentioned about the banks, how do you guys feel about the cashless thing that's coming? Because I think it's September the 11th.
Well, no more cash.
Yeah.
NatWest is going to be the first bank that will only allow you to cash in £250 and no more, and you're only allowed to take out 250.
No way.
Yeah.
What, in a month?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't even know about that.
A day, sorry.
Oh, a day?
Not a month, a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're obviously limited with whatever you can do with your money.
Because you know what? A couple of years ago, Halifax was saying you can only put a certain amount in. Because I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to control the cash. And they say money laundering, that's their excuse for doing it. So people, whatever. But I generally think it's just to control the cash, to make sure to see what people are actually spending their money on and where they're getting the money from. Does that make sense? Because if they're like, yo, you keep putting thousands in your bank, they're like, yo, what are you doing?
Do you know what? I'm not fussed about that, if I'm honest with you, because the only time I really carry cash with me is when I get paid, cash in hand with a gig.
But that's what I'm saying. They're going to be on that. They're going to be like, right, he's getting this money now. We want to cut at that. Because they're going to be tracking. They're going to be like, nah, do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's what they're trying to do, bro.
And the thing about, with everything going cashless society now, with card readers and everything like that, they get their fees as well, man, off the back of that. So they're earning money, more money than it is like giving legal tender. They don't earn money off legal tender. Yeah. It just gets circulated at some point back to the bank.
That's crazy. And the fact that banks are closing, bro, I can't believe it.
Yeah. It's crazy to think.
I'm still waiting for the days cars can fly. That's what I'm aiming for. Do you remember they said that was going to happen in 2034? Bro, that's 11 years away.
So one thing that's majorly progressed, and you might be able to, I wouldn't say exactly AI, but who knows in the future, Serato's significantly changed with stems. So I've been using a lot of stems, which is obviously you can just use the instrumental of a track, the acapella, you can do all sorts of things. You can echo the acapella out, and I think it's actually quite a good feature, man. I think it adds another attribute to your set, especially with new music not coming out at the moment, where it's not so great. I feel like to make your set a bit more exciting, keep yourself more interested. I think stems has played a good role this year in the gap of the quality of music. So you're just able to remixing your own songs and doing your own mashups and stuff. What do you guys think? Have you guys been using stems?
Do you use stems?
I've used it once or twice. I don't know. I've not really tapped into it, but honest with that.
Yeah,
I wanted that.
It just,
bro. Yeah, I am sleeping. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like you gotta jump on not just have a look at it and be like, okay, how can I implement it? Just try it, because bro, it's just once you get it, it's very simple. Isn't it? You just push one button.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen people use it. Obviously, I've used it.
I use it all the time. I do so I do crazy. I'm like, yo, check this out, and I'll play a freestyle or something, and then I'll get some random crazy tune instrumental, and I'm like, oh, or sometimes I'll do I'll play F You Mean, right, Gunner, right, bam, everyone's singing, oh, you mean, and then I'll put a cappella, and then I'll drop We Paid, the beginning part or an instrumental or whatever, and then it kind of gives it that sort of, oh, do you know what I'm trying to say? It gives it that extra, oh snap, do you know what I'm trying to say? So you can put loads of different songs together as an outro.
Yeah, it sounds. Oh, listen, I've listened to a lot of mixes where people are doing that, and I'm just
mixes. I'm talking about in the club, bro.
Yeah, but if you're doing it in a mix, you can do it in a club too. I'm trying to say to you.
No, not really.
For me, I feel like it just adds that extra element.
Yeah, it adds the surprise element. That's what we.
I think it brings more originality. It allows people to be our set's a bit different now. Does that make sense? Yeah. Before, everyone had mashups, but people have the same mashups majority, right? DJ City, whatever, right? Or TMU, right? The mashup. I don't know what the U stands for. Up. But now it's you can kind of you can do your own, right? And I feel like now this is making DJ sets so much more.
Yeah, exciting, 100%.
No, not exciting, different.
Yeah, original. Exciting, different, and for me,
no, but you're not doing it.
I'm not talking about me, bro. I'm just saying it's what I think
for example, of it. We could do the same songs, right? We could have the same set.
Right. What did you say a minute ago? Yeah, you said you play "Fuck You Mean" and then you take the instrumental out, you put in you put the
We Paid
the instrumental in, yeah, and you get the what's that? Surprise. That's my point.
I'm saying it's original. I'm saying we can have the same songs, right? You have the same 100 songs, 200 songs.
Yeah, yours is gonna sound different because they're doing it different.
That's what I'm saying. But before it was never like that. So it's not even a surprise. It's more original. I feel like now we can kind of do our own thing, and it's on the fly instead of getting an acapella. Quick, chuck it in there.
It's almost like adding that seasoning.
Yes.
On top of your food.
And it's that's not peri peri. That's Walshy seasoning. You understand? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Definitely jump on it, man.
Yeah, you're sleeping, bro.
I'll look into it.
I went and got my ears checked today, right?
Yeah. Tell me how it went.
Oh, not good.
Talk to me.
Did they flash it?
What's that?
Did they put that finger and flash it? And you can put a finger in your ear to clean it out.
Yeah, that's wax removal. I didn't go for a wax removal. I went for an ear test.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Talk to me. obviously before, the last time I went was 2 years ago in 2021.
Before you do this, did you ask them to send you a copy of it so you have a copy of it?
No, not this
When you get a
time, no.
chance, hit them up, message them, or call them and say, "Can I get a copy?" So at least you've got a physical copy of the results.
Yeah. Well, they compared it to the last time I was there anyway, right? So, 2 years ago, the audiologist said that I'd like mild hearing loss in my left ear, right? And obviously, I kind of felt that because I just by certain things, like if I'm watching the telly, I've got something like the fan on, it'd be a little bit difficult for me to hear the TV. Or like maybe if I'm amongst a few people and people are talking, I'd find it just a little bit hard to kind of hear what someone's saying. But progressively over the 2 years till now, it's got worse. And I'm like, yeah, like it's the clubs, right? Obviously, I've not been the greatest wearing my earplugs. We've all got, as DJs, our opinions on the earplugs. It takes us away from the crowd. Some people can't just adapt to it. Some people actually do adapt to it. And I haven't been the greatest with my earplugs. So I went there today, and they've said that obviously my hearing's, wouldn't say got a lot worse, but it's declined in both ears now.
Oh, both.
Yeah, in both. So now I've got no choice but to wear my earplugs, or recently what I bought with the ear monitors. So I kind of just wanted to share that information, not just to you guys, but obviously to any DJs like listening, because you can't reverse the hearing loss, you know what I'm saying? So I know you guys wear your...
I hated it at first, remember? I hated it, but you know what? I got used to it. And you know what? Some clubs, like, you know, let's just say the main room in prison, Birmingham, or like, even Curve, Unit 7, you know, that left money up there, fucking loud, bro. Like, sometimes, for me, it's like, I put them in and that's it. I feel like if you put it in from the get-go, you go with it for the rest of the night. Whereas if you put it in later, you know?
I don't know what it is. I'm not in it.
No, I hear you.
I'm not in the
It takes you away from the vibe, but you just got to get used to it. Because once you do, you're good to
Well,
go.
these earplugs that I've recently invested in, not earplugs, sorry, the ear monitors, like I tried them out last week at Birmingham, and they made a significant difference. Like,
I've got a question for you regarding those one. They're still going into your ear, innit? So what's the difference between you just wearing your headphones and that? Because you're still hearing the music, no?
No, because obviously with your headphones, you normally have like one ear, yeah?
Right.
And it's not like completely sucked over your ear where it's like isolating the sound or anything, yeah? But the thing about these in-ear monitors, they obviously take the volume on the outside down by around about 39 decibels, which is a lot more than what your earplugs are. So yours are roughly maybe like 17, 19, whatever. They're the standard DJ ones, right?
Mine are 27.
How can I find out what mine is then?
Well, you probably got the Pro 17s. So
Probably got 17.
Yeah.
Most PAs have 17s.
Yeah,
okay.
Pro 17s is the DJ standard.
So could I get one that even makes it a bit more quieter?
Yeah, the Pro 27s.
27.
So that's a 10 up, okay, cool.
Yeah, so obviously that's decibels, yeah? So I thought, let me try these ear monitors, because obviously a lot, DJs do use them, but you know, you don't really hear it a lot. I see Mo Jax do a review on some ear monitors a few months back. A few friends, DJs I know have ear monitors. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. And obviously what these do, they actually play music into your earplugs, as well as like the ear tips that protect and isolate the outside sound from coming in. And obviously you can program the mic from going into that as well, so you can hear yourself talking on the mic, because there's nothing worse than the music being quite low, but also when you talk on the mic, you don't know whether you're
too loud or not.
Or not just too loud, but you might even be talking too quiet. So you're bringing the music down, you're talking and no one can hear you, right? So that's a thing in the back of my mind as a DJ, being like, I need to make sure that the levels are okay and I'm happy with what I'm doing. So yeah, I used the monitors last week, got on with them quite well. I'm just gonna have to obviously avidly use them every time I'm in the club now.
Is that the way forward for you now then, yeah?
I think so.
It's the
I
only
think
way
so.
forward.
Yeah, no, that's it. Like, I
Doesn't have a choice.
yeah, like I can't reverse the hearing.
No, because do you know what it is? You know, obviously when you wear earplugs and you wear the headphones on top, you're protecting your ear, then obviously hearing the rest from the outside, right? With these, where is it is already into your ear.
No, but he hasn't got music on loud though. So it's
Ah, you got it low. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have it on like just a quarter or just over a quarter, like it's loud enough.
yeah.
And it brings the atmosphere in, yeah?
Yeah, like, well, not the atmosphere, you can't hear people. That's the only thing that people have said about the ear monitors that they have to get used to, about the detachment away from hearing the crowd, right? But obviously, if you're using your eyes and you've got the music feeding through you, that was the thing for me about the music, because the music was dumbed down so much, I felt like I wasn't in it. But with these ear monitors, I feel like that's enhanced that, and obviously, I feel like they're better than my ear mold earplugs that I got with ACS. So yeah, obviously, just you guys already use them anyway, but just kind of wanted to spread a little bit more awareness.
It's good, bro. It's good.
Because, yeah, obviously, I don't want anyone going deaf at a young age, especially myself, you know.
Yeah, 100%. So, question: now that you know this, do you wish that you had put them on earlier?
Yeah, I think with any situation when something's happened that you can't undo, you wish you'd done something different.
No,
right?
but I was telling you every man. I said
Yeah,
every
yeah,
man.
but
So,
see, the thing
but the
is,
difference. So you knew, but you just didn't.
no, but I was trying. I was actively
Yeah,
trying.
no, but like
the problem was, I felt like when I put my earplugs in, I actually self-consciously felt like it was affecting my set. I felt like I was a complete different DJ.
You will, at the beginning.
As a DJ, like, we go off the vibes, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like that took me away from that.
Yeah.
So I obviously suffered and hindered myself with not wearing them and damaging my hearing, and I wish I could have changed that now.
Do you know, I'm surprised that obviously I had to get mine tested before obviously they give you what they give you, and I was surprised that mine was actually 100% because going to lecture, for example, you know,
Crazy.
How mad for me. I've never seen a club with such a sound system in my entire life.
So
Them booth monitors, try bend down and get something from there, your eardrums are shaking literally, like it's crazy. But I feel like that's where it started for you, I reckon.
Yeah, no, that was definitely loud in that
100%.
club. That is one of the clubs up there that had a crazy sound. I think it was
Function One.
a Function One sound
Function
system.
One,
Yeah. Obviously, we're coming to the end of the podcast. Just wanted to touch on. I think I said it earlier about bank holiday this year.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, all the bank holidays in general, like, they don't even feel the same anymore.
No.
It's not the same anymore,
Game
bro.
change. I feel like people are going to this like parties. You know what I'm saying? Like events.
Carnival.
Yeah, or
But
they're going to like, okay, there's this party with this. I feel like now people kind of like they go to parties more often, even though before they were. But I feel like now it's okay. I like this party. I'm gonna go to this party. I heard that party was cool. Let me go to this party. So I feel like that's more of a thing now. So people are going to them things and during the day rather than going to just the regular clubs where they're hearing the same music.
Sunday used to be a thing. Like, Sundays on bank holiday was like the best night of the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, Saturdays would take a hit.
Always.
Fridays a little bit. Thursdays, but people, it was almost, do you know what, even with the times, I feel like back then, without the financial crisis, people had a bit more money to be like, right, I'm going to go out those 2 days or those 3 days.
Yeah.
Now, if you're lucky, it's like that one day. That one day.
But Sundays are not even doing it.
Yeah, no, Sundays are non-existent. Also, just to conclude the podcast, obviously, Season 3, Episode 1,
Yeah.
we're going to do a little tribute to my boy Intheorious.
Oh, my boy, yeah? Your boy and me.
Yeah, so you're going to be leaving the country.
Yep, leaving the clubs. Remember I told you I quit? I actually quit. Yeah.
So any last words for anyone that's been like kind of seeing you spin over the years in the clubs and even just fellow DJs that obviously
I'd say I appreciate that, everyone that I've come across, whatever. I would say as DJs, if you're a DJ out there and you are not wearing earplugs after listening to this guy, wear earplugs. Major important. He didn't wanna, but I nagged him again and again and again and again. And bad DJs, they say, "Oh man, I just can't get used to it." They're like, "Oh man, I can't feel the vibe." Like, kind of exactly what he says. They all say the same thing, right? And they say,
it's valid though. I just will say that it's valid though. Yeah.
I started wearing earplugs. I'm looking at the camera. I can't feel the vibe. But you know who shuts it down? You know what I'm saying? We all there, bro. We all like can't feel the vibe. We all there, but after a couple gigs,
this is why he's called King Furious.
After a couple gigs, you'll adapt and you'll be like, actually, you know what? It's calm. So he says he can't hear people in the audience. When I wear my earplugs, I can hear people better with earplugs because you don't hear the music. The music cuts out. It's quieter, but then you can hear regular sound, which is people. People come talk to me. I'm like, yo, don't shout. I can hear you. They're like, what? So wear earplugs. Learn to mix properly. Phase mixing. Don't mix random parts of the tune, right? This is me venting to DJs, okay? Know your music. No YouTube rips. If you have a controller, it's okay. I have a controller. I started off with the smallest controller in the whole wide world. But however, if you want to play in clubs, Learn what is in clubs, the club standard. Go to a pirate studio, learn how to do it. Watch videos, watch Mojacks, speak to DJs, bullshit Adot. Educate yourself on the equipment and learn the equipment because it's really, very important. Because even though in wireless, people would like Ice Spice DJ had the smallest controller, right? Yeah,
Yes,
that's calm. Like they could let's run it, it's fine. But keep it taking the controller to a club again and again. That's long. Do you want to be carrying the controller in your bag? No, you want to go on your laptop or USB and play. Learn the equipment in the clubs. What else is there? What else is there for DJs?
I don't know. You're having a say it with chest moment. No?
Oh, say it, chest. No YouTube rips. Use DJ pools. You can buy tunes, whatever. Or even use Serato, beat source, whatever. We can stream the music. That's the future. What else is there?
Invest in yourself, equipment.
Yeah, network. You know, Walshy does it. He says he goes to ministry, he gets to meet random people every single time, and then it just increases his network. And he's a solid DJ. So when they see him, they're like, "Oh snap! I need to bring you." Blah blah blah. That's how the game works. If you stay at home and don't meet anyone, you ain't gonna grow because no one sees you. Yeah, Instagram is great, 100%. But let me tell you something. Some of the sickest DJs, their Instagram is dead, but they're doing the biggest gigs. Do you understand? So like, it's both sides of it. Network and be a nice person. You can be the best DJ in the world, but if no one likes you, you ain't getting no gigs.
All right, cool.
Question: what's your top memories? Let's just say last 10 years.
Oh man, I have so many. Wednesdays at Brighton were crazy. Like, I don't think Brighton has seen anything like it. What I was doing down there, it was crazy. Walshy will come down, he'll come down. It was crazy. You got Tuesday.
I mean, that was a better than the Saturday night.
Oh, it was the best night of the week there, facts. Then you got Tuesday, Southampton back in the days with Shaka B. These man used to come, we used to go crazy. Then obviously the legendary status, obviously, is Watford. Monday night Watford's in the Barcelona room. Like, new cartel will drop, download that, run it, everyone knows it's crazy. You can't beat. Watford, Monday night, it's the best night there's ever been. Like, we had ballers. We used to have Raheem Sterling.
Anthony Joshua.
All the man in the prison Watford, do you understand? By Oshana back then, in the R&B room. I never forget, I was DJing, right? And this light-skinned brother come next to me and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" Yeah, it's going to be over there. Whatever, yeah, cool, whatever. He's like, "Do you know what that is?" I'm like, "No. That's, he plays for Spurs, light-skinned brother."
Dele Alli.
It was Dele Alli. I was like, "Who's that?" I don't know this guy is. I swear to you, I think that summer, he was playing for England or something, the young brother. I was like, yo, this guy was in like Watford a couple months, like, Watford, legendary moments, you know what I'm saying? But that O Beach, Ibiza, come on, man. O Beach, I got too many good memories, like too many.
Yeah, well, look, bro, solid DJ.
Appreciate that.
King Furious.
Too good to even step away from it. I don't think it'll be the end of DJing.
No, I don't think it'll be the end.
Nah.
Maybe the clubs.
Yeah.
But
still got to teach you more, bro.
obviously, I think a lot of people, a lot of DJs, I think they owe you like a big thank you because you know you've helped out so many people.
My pleasure.
You've been a good role model to a lot of people as well. And yeah, like you're gonna be missed, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Appreciate
But
it.
obviously, on to bigger and better things.
Hopefully, inshallah, yeah.
Me and Adiz are gonna hold the fort.
Yep. Keep it up. You got to keep up grinding, keep smashing it, keep running it, keep the younger DJs in check. You know what I'm saying? No, but like, you need to, bro. I want you guys to keep going. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, be the guys. You know, which I'm happy for you. Which I'm happy, and I know you guys will. You guys are solid DJs.
It's mad because
you still got a little bit more maturing to do. You know what I'm saying? But you're a kid. You're growing up. It's fine.
That's it, my baby, bro.
Just want to say, ultimately, big thank you, bro.
Pleasure.
For everything over the years. We started out at the same time, so it's been an absolute journey. We've had so many memories.
So many, bro.
And yeah, I thought it would be the best way to start season 3, episode 1.
Appreciate that.
Something to look back on in the years.
Yep,
you know what I'm
100%.
saying? And yeah, man. So we're gonna sign out.
Do you know what's mad though? One thing before you concluded this one. Obviously, we're known as the Three Musketeers. What's the new name, bro? He's leaving us. The group is dismantled. Mad.
Let's get someone else to fill in, bro. Get someone else to fill in.
I can't lie. I don't have new friends, innit? You know this anyway. Do you know what I mean?
College, yeah.
Yeah, no new friends.
I didn't really say that.
All right, cool, man. So we're gonna sign out. It's been a pleasure as
Thank you.
always. Good chat, good catching
Yeah.
up. It's been a good catch up for the last 7 months, man. It feels like it's been longer than that.
Yeah.
But once again, A Dizzle over there, man, like King Furious.
Going on.
We're signing out.
Peace.
See you later, man.